Today, we will talk about kurtosis. Kurtosis is a statistical measure used to describe a characteristic of a dataset. Kurtosis is a statistical measure that describes the shape of a dataset's distribution. It tells us how much data resides in the tails of a distribution compared to the center of the distribution curve, also known as the mean. A high kurtosis value means there is more tail data in the distribution, while a low kurtosis value indicates fewer tail data. Kurtosis is different from a measure of peakness of a distribution. It is a measure that describes the shape of a distribution's tails in relation to its overall shape, not how pointed or smooth the peak of the curve is. There are many formulas for calculating kurtosis, but the simplest way is to use Excel or Google Sheets, which has a built-in kurt function that calculates kurtosis. Calculating kurtosis by hand involves calculating the mean and then using specific formulas to find the second and fourth moments of the kurtosis formula. There are three types of kurtosis: mesokurtic, leptokurtic, kurtosis greater than 3.0, and platykurtic, kurtosis less than 3.0. All measures of kurtosis are compared against a normal distribution curve. Kurtosis is used in financial analysis to measure an investment's risk of price volatility. It helps investors understand how often an investment's price moves dramatically. Kurtosis risk differs from more commonly used measurements such as alpha, beta, R-squared, and the Sharpe ratio. Kurtosis measures the nature of the peak or flatness of the distribution, while these other measurements assess performance, volatility, and risk. Kurtosis explains how often observations in some data sets fall in the tails versus the center of a probability distribution. It is important in understanding tail risk, or how frequently infrequent events occur given one's assumption about the distribution of price returns. Excess kurtosis compares the kurtosis coefficient with that of a normal distribution and is interpreted as a type of risk in finance and investing. No. Kurtosis measures how much of the data in a probability distribution are centered around the middle, while skewness measures the relative symmetry of a distribution around the mean. Kurtosis describes how much of a probability distribution falls in the tails instead of its center. Positive or negative excess kurtosis will then change the shape of the distribution accordingly. Here are 4 key takeaways. 1. Kurtosis describes the fatness of the tails found in probability distributions. 2. There are 3 kurtosis categories: mesokurtic, normal, platykurtic, less than normal, and leptokurtic, more than normal. 3. Kurtosis risk is a measurement of how often an investment's price moves dramatically. 4. A curve's kurtosis characteristic tells you how much kurtosis risk the investment you're evaluating has. Hope this would help. Thanks for watching.